Alright, so here's the video review on the Perfect Effect PE-11, the Scouting Force, which is, I guess you would call him Reflector from G1, but they obviously don't name him Reflector, they call him just the SFX Scouting Force. So just real quick, I just want to take a look at the box real fast. So here you can see the box, just with really good animated pictures on the front here, and then you can see here on the back these guys turn into a camera. Just some shots of them with all the pieces. This thing does have a lot of tiny pieces. When you first open them out of the box, you just have to be careful when you take the pieces out, because they can fall and easily get lost because they are very small. These guys are very tiny. If you're familiar with the Perfect Effect figures, they are pretty small. Let me just show you really fast what he looks like with, this is just a Revoltech Megatron, and so the Revoltech figures are not that big whatsoever. They're about maybe 3 3/4 inches tall. So these guys, as you can see, are pretty small. But I must say, I do really like these guys a lot. They're really neat figures. Articulation wise, they just really nice. They have they have a kind of a swivel on the head. The arms are on ball joints, and then the elbows are on ball joints. Hips are on ball joints. You have a waist articulation here, and you can bend at the knee at a ball joint, and he has ankle articulation. They all have ankle articulation, so you can definitely get some really nice poses with these guys, and they all look really nice. Here you have number 1, he's Edge, the way that the Perfect Effect people name him, and then for 2 you have SFX-02, and he is Shield, which obviously he has his shield. And then you have SFX-03, his name is Bullet. As you can tell, he's got the huge gun and the backpack on. And so the thing I like about these things is they are all interchangeable. All the parts can go on any of these guys, which is very nice. I do like that. Perfect Effect did a good job with that part in terms of how these guys can interact with each other, and you'll see all the different pieces that come with these guys when I start taking them apart. So, but yeah, overall, really neat figures. I definitely have really had a lot of fun just playing with these guys. They are a little bit pricey, obviously. If you're familiar with Perfect Effect, you know their stuff is a little expensive for, I guess, the amount that you're getting. But these guys, I think, are definitely really neat little figures that Perfect Effect has done. And so let me get him start taking them pieces off, because we're gonna get him into his camera mode, which is really cool. You can see here on Edge, he's got the this piece here. He's got the aperture, the lens piece. And so that's very nice. That's pretty cool on detail on this guy. But they're pretty much the exact same figures, with the exception of this piece here, which is why you can interchange all the parts. So let me start taking pieces apart, and we'll get this guy into his camera mode. Sorry about that. So on Edge, you can take off all of his guns. You can take off these shoulder pieces here, just like that. The pieces are on there pretty solid. They are pretty solid when you put them on. On these pieces, we'll just put these together for later transformation, and we'll see why. And then take off his shoulder or his forearm shields, and take these pieces off. And then each one of them does have a little knife on their back, so you can take these pieces off as well. And that's pretty much, otherwise the robot mode is just simply just like this when you have them. So let me put him to the side, come to shield, and take off his shield. Okay, so we got the shield off here. We'll just put the shield down to the side. His knife piece is actually already in the shield here for the transformation, so I'll leave that in there. And then just take out his gun. here. And then take off his shoulder pads. He has shoulder pads as well that you can take off. Okay. And as you can see, here is Shield in just his robot mode by itself. And then these pieces are going to, you'll do something with these pieces later. And then on Bullet, you can see him with his huge honking gun here. You can take off the gun right there. And then his special thing, he has the backpack, and so you can just detach that piece, and then again take off the knife from his back as well. Alright, and so there you have them all in their robot modes. So yeah, like I said, you can see there's just a lot of little pieces to this guy, but it all goes together very well, so I do like that about that. And so to start out, you're going to take, this is Shield's sniper rifle, and you can take his sniper rifle and just take this piece off in the front here, just like that, and then you can take off the scope as well, so take that piece off. And what you're going to want to do with all the guns is they're designed to fit into the lens. So what you're going to want to do is just fit them in, so you can turn these pieces around just like that when you put it together. And then what you'll do is you just fit each of these in to these grooves here. Just go straight into these. Just like that, okay? And you're going to want to close this up. You can close this up now and push this together just like that, okay? And then you take, this was Edge's forearm shields, and you take these and you just clip them onto the sides here. Take the other pieces, the other forearm shield, and just put that in, and then there you have the lens. Very nice. Okay, so put that off to the side. Oh, I'm sorry, actually what you're going to want to do is, for part of the storage, you can take the knives here. I forgot about this. You can take these knives and you can store it into that slot there, so just push these in. They just push in there, and then to do the same thing with this other knife here. There we go. Okay. So then just now you can add these back on here. So there you go. Just put them on here. Just push them on there like that. Okay. And then there you have your lens. Okay. And then for the next part, you're going to want to take, you can take his, this was Bullet's gun. You can basically just take this front piece off here, and then you're left with this. And so what you're going to want to do is straighten out this piece here, fold up, hang on, this piece you can fold up here, fold the handle back down, and then you're going to want to take these the shoulder pads from Shield, and then just slide these on here. This will become your flash on the camera, and then just close that up and then push this up, and then there you have your flash piece. That's pretty neat. This piece here is going to actually turn into the tripod for the camera mode, so that's pretty neat. There we go, and it's just going to be like that, so we'll put that off to the side first. And then for the shield piece, what you're going to want to do is lift these pieces up, okay, and then you can actually store the sniper weapon for Shield into here. So you can just store his sniper weapon here, this piece in there, and then for the scope, you can put it in. You can also put this in here, just like that, and then it just stores in there, okay. And then we already put this piece together. So we're going to transform, let's transform the robots now. They all have the same exact transformation, so it's pretty simple. What you're going to want to make sure is each of these guys have this back piece here that flip up and down, which is for that backpack that Bullet had on in his robot mode with the big lenses. And so you want to make sure that they're all up. And then what you're going to want to do is fold the arms back, and then just fold them down, and then fold them up. So then fold it down, and then turn to elbow joints and fold them up. Just like that. And then you want to take the feet, and then peg them together. And then just fold these up and close this up like that. And they'll just kind of sit in there like that. And so we'll put him off there. Do the same exact thing on this guy as well. So fold his arms up, fold it back, and fold them down and back. And then fold his feet up, and then just like that. Okay. Do the same thing with him. Fold his feet up. Arms up. Okay. All right. So now we have them all in their the modes that they're to put them together. So what you're going to want to do is start with the edge in the middle, and then you're going to want to either one of these guys can go on either side. So you're going to want to just peg these guys together. There we go, like that. And do the same thing with this side. Just slot them in. Okay, and then yeah, so they're together like that now. And to get them in there all the way, you're going to want to take the base, the shield here, and with this piece in the front, it's going to go under edge in the middle. And so you're going to want to just peg this in just like this, and this will, oops, it's kind of breaking apart here. Okay, and then you just kind of stick it in there, and then close these pieces up, and that will secure them all together, just like so. Okay, oops, this one is coming undone. Okay, alright, so just like that. Okay, then you're going to want to take this piece here, and this is your front of the camera here, right here, and then just stick that on top of here, and then take the flash, and you're going to want to, there's a slot here that you can peg it into. Just going to want to cover up his head and stick that on. Alright, and then take your lens and just plug this piece into the hole on edge. And almost done. So there's your camera. Very nice. And then you're going to take your tripod and just plug it into the bottom here. Just like that. And there you have Reflector in his, well, or PE, the scouting force, in their camera mode. Very neat little camera mode, pretty detailed, I would say, and looks exactly like an SLR, which is very nice, very creative, and just impressed by how Perfect Effect was able to kind of just put this thing together, how they make all the parts put together very nicely. You do have his head showing here, which is kind of like the shutter to take the picture and stuff, so that's really nice. And obviously, you have your flash here on the side. Pretty nice long lens here, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, you know, it's very nice camera mode, I would say, on this guy. And so highly would recommend this guy if you can pick him up, because like I said, he is not for everyone, just because he is a little bit more pricey, and the fact that he's not that cheap for what you're getting. And so really it comes down to what your preference is. And but for me, I do like him a lot. He's probably one of Perfect Effects better sets that they have. And so I think for me it was worth it. I definitely do enjoy him, and I'm a huge photography fan. I love photography, and so just kind of getting a transformer that turns into a camera, that's really cool. So I think that's cool. And so that's just my opinion, but definitely, let me know what you guys think, and that'll do it for this review. But please feel free to ask questions or leave comments, and I will talk to you guys later. And also rate and subscribe. Thank you.